Hey, what's up guys? And today we're going to be doing a video on Terrafly, actually, because I started running a Terrafly in PvP, and it has swept people. Like, I'm not even kidding, it has obliterated people, it is insanely strong, and I underestimated Terrafly. So I'm going to be going over my Terrafly set, because I play a very peculiar Terrafly set and we'll go ahead and get into this. But anyways, so my Terrafly set is I'm obviously running Power Cuffs. I'm running the secret ability, which I know a lot of people are running Ambush, and Ambush is really good, but I feel like the secret ability just makes it pretty OP if you use it correctly. But I got very brawny, clumsy, sluggish, and the sluggish doesn't matter too much because we already have like a decent low base speed. I'm not really trying to outspeed anything here. Clumsy, we're not a ranged attacker, and I don't really think we should be. And then we have this massive attack stat that if we want to, we can heal with Paradisize. And we run Parasize, Wing Slap, and Venom Chomp just because we have Power Cuffs. Why not get that extra move boost? And then Poison Barbs, of course. Now, this does make it a little bit costly, but it still works energy-wise. We run 200 health, 12 energy, 200 attack, and 88 defense. Now, normally you would run speed, but because we're running a sluggish, we're just going to go ahead and put it into it. Health, and we also have Paradisize. So I think that works really well with it. And I'm gonna go ahead and get into this video. We're just gonna go ahead and see if we can battle some random person here. See if we can test it out. I actually want to do no team preview just because as soon as people see Terrafly, I feel like they're gonna spam an ice move on me. So we're just gonna go ahead and go in here with this OP Terrafly and see what damage we can do to people. Just gonna start sending requests to people, and hopefully in a minute we'll get a request, or we'll see if anybody wants to do it. That's taking longer than expected. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, all right. Anyway, okay. So the way I suggest running Terrafly is poison barbs is good and all, but like if you're not really focusing on poison barbs or you're not really focusing on poisoning your opponent, I feel like the best ability is to. Who is this bullet? Okay. I feel like the best ability is to go ahead and come out here and just use it for like just straight up attacking. Like Paradisize does so much damage, and I don't even think people realize it. But we're just gonna go ahead and lead Terrafly. I'm gonna put Gabademic in there as support in case we see an ice type come at us. I'm gonna go ahead and put Cephalops in there and Borark, and then finally we'll go and throw Solder in there actually. Yeah, I think this looks pretty solid, pretty solid. I'm gonna see what damage Terrafly can pick up. They're gonna lead Zulong. It's alpha, so it could be PvP, but because they're lower mastery rank, I'm not really gonna expect it to be. I feel like with Zulong, you can just go straight for a Paradisize here. They're gonna Chili Chomp actually. Okay, that's gonna do pretty big damage, but okay, that did nothing. So when you know like something like that doesn't do a lot, like if the Zulong it didn't even look. We got a crit off, which is extra lucky, and so that's nice. But you can obviously see, and their Bug Fever activates with the secret ability, and that's what makes this so OP. Is when Bug Fever activates, like you notice how they didn't know they didn't want to swap out because they thought I was ambush. So surely I wouldn't kill, but when you're playing Power Cuffs very brawny, you're gonna get it. Gabademic here is a toxic type. I'm just gonna go for the Paradisize again. Um, and now that we know they have a poison type, they're gonna put me to sleep, which actually doesn't affect me because of sleep counter, so I'm not too worried about it. They could Gobble Goop to drain my energy, which would be a little concerning. They're gonna swap out into Garbantus. Interesting. Okay, so with Garbantus is one of your bigger counters. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with a Wing Slap to see if I can do some damage here. They're going to battering ram me, which does absolutely nothing. And we've been asleep for 2 turns, which we should wake up here. So we should wake up. Yeah, they're going to battering ram. critical hit. That woke me up, and our melee defense fell. Now when you get a drop defense wise, that's probably your cue to swap out. They're slimy, so our speed fell. I'm gonna actually go straight for the hit because I know that Gobademic can health gift to get Terrafly back up there. So, and they left the game actually. So here we go. But that is basically how you do with Terrafly, and we're gonna go ahead and hop into one more match. We're gonna see if we can challenge Marcus, as it looks like they wanted to 1v1 real quick. They might be a good player, and then Busy Melon, which is, see if we can find them on the list. Busy. I see people running. That's this guy. There's Busy Melon. We're gonna go ahead and send them a battle request real quick. Hopefully that looks like somebody else. Let's see, who are you? You're buying. Okay, they're not in the. Let's see, 1v1 anyone? But yeah. So I'm gonna the gist again. Just like before this battle, the gist is to go ahead and get poison barbs up. But if you can't get poison barbs up if they're doing no damage to you, and then just go for paradisize. But like if they're doing damage to you, you just want to go ahead and like straight and all in attacking. And I prefer to play Health Gift Gobademic with this because if you have because then you can obviously you can go through half their team, and then and then come back and everything. But I also, again, I suggest playing no team preview because when you play with team preview, people just go straight into an ice type, and you know, and if they go straight into an ice type, we're forced to swap. And like again, I'll swap into Cephalops, but there are probably better counters. So you can't actually check. I think you can check out when it's there, but not in your team. All right, we see Hunder. Okay, so Hunder's gonna chili chomp us, which actually does a ton. Like I don't think I live a chili chomp here, but it's very possible. So I don't I don't to be honest. Let's see stats. We have 85 or we have 116 melee defense, and then for your stats, we have 90 melee defense with massive HP. Your stats 85 melee defense. Honestly, guys, I think I'm just gonna sack off somebody here. I feel like I'm just gonna go ahead and sack Neptune or Gamma Soldier. I feel like it's the best play here since we know a Chili Chomp's coming, and I would like to preferably keep Terrafly in. Alright, there we go. Webbing, so we lowered their speed, which is really, really good. And I'll just click poison. I'm not too worried. Not too worried about the dodge. Not too worried about the dodge. Plus, we want their speed drop. But we're just gonna sack that off. And again, like normally sack, you never really want to sack Loomians, but if you know that it's like gonna be good and everything, then it'll be fine. I play a Barark, but it's not the best counter for Hunter, considering Barark has to be pretty high health to do fine. All right, they're gonna go ahead and send out Obsidragon. This did a ton of damage. I'm personally gonna go ahead and swap because I don't want to put up with Obsidragon right now. But I'm gonna go into Cephalops because Cephalops is a decent counter to Obsidragon, considering it's a ranged attacker, and if they decide to be Slumber, I can set up Icicle traps here. They're actually gonna go for a power focus, which means I'm just going to go straight for my Soul Drain. And Soul Drain does a lot of damage. I play Dark Essence on this thing. All right, they're going to go into Clips. This is SA, so they knew they wanted that speed boost. That doesn't matter too much against Cephalops. So I'm just going to click Frostbeam actually straight away. I'm already slow. and I don't really expect them to do a ton to me, so. That did not do a lot. That is a bulky Eclipse. Actually gonna go back into Terrafly, because Terrafly is really good in this scenario. I'm gonna go for Gamma. Okay, there. Oh, that did a ton. And okay, and this is why. This is why. Okay, yeah, yeah. All right, and this is why you. I probably shouldn't have done that, but you know. It's all good. Now we can't even pull off the Terrafly there. No poison barbs. Didn't want poison barbs. But we're gonna go ahead and go for the Muck Blast, actually. They're gonna go for Gluminous Roar. They're gonna do a ton, but yeah, Gobble, that does a lot. And I think they can hit me one more time. And I'm not faster, so yeah, they can hit me again. They can hit me again. And they're going to heal a lot here, so. Alright, coming into Borark is probably the best option, because Obsidragon, they're going to most likely die due to a crit or whatnot. Yeah, they went into Obsidragon. Alright, Obsidragon's not a problem for me. I outspeed it, and I kill it there, so that's not a problem. That is not a problem. They could go back into Hunder, which would be a very viable option, considering the Hunder. They don't. They actually go into Ursul. I'm going to click into Cephalops again and maybe set up Icicle Traps, put this Ursul to sleep. Yeah, they're going to go for Slap Down. Yep, and that's not very effective. Cephalops counters a lot of things. They got rid of my Dark Essence, which is a rip, but it's still really good. So, I'm going to go for Quick Punch. I missed. I missed to Hypnotize. That's actually really sad. That's really sad. They're gonna get our Quick Punch off. Alright, when Loomians are asleep, I suggest resting first turn. Just to regain your energy so you don't run out. And then they have a 1/3 chance to wake up, turn 2. So I'm just gonna Icicle Trap here. Yep. And then I don't think they can wake up here. I don't know the odds, but I know it's not high. I think it might be another 1/3 chance. So I'm actually going to go for the Soul Drain again, just to recover HP. Yeah, he didn't wake up there. So I almost never see anybody wake up on that turn. Okay, wow, we do like no damage. But chip damage is fine. Chip damage is fine. We had enough to survive, so. We had enough to survive, and this is why I was recovering the energy, you know, just because it's good and all right there, but. And we're actually gonna live, wow. We almost have this Ursul. Okay, so this Ursul is gonna die to Borark's Earthquake in one hit, so. We'll be really good, we'll be really good. I think the problem is it's gonna Quick Punch us, and we're not really gonna make it out, so. He might wait here. No, he's just gonna Quick Punch. He's gonna go straight for the Quick Punch. Alright, we're gonna go into Borark here, and I'm gonna Earthquake him. But melee attack fell. Wow, the thing is crazy. Just gonna straight for the Earthquake. Yeah, Quick Punch. That did not do enough. Okay, so we're actually gonna live a Chili Chomp. We're gonna live a Chili Chomp here. Energy is our concern. Hunder, here comes Hunder. It fell for the Icicle Trap. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna live a Chili Chomp, and I think this Eclipse has to rest. And I avoided the Chili Chomp. GG. GG. Yup, and Hunder gets KO'd. I would have lived the chili chomp unless you got crit. GG. But yeah, that's kind of my Baroque sweep there. The Baroque did really well, so I think I can rest. Yeah, we're both just resting, and then of course I'll pick up the KO here because Teclipse does heavy damage, but only really after it gets a disperse and everything up. So we're just gonna straight for the Earthquake. Earthquake has stab. Yep, Raging Owl. That did a lot, but it's not enough to KO. And there it is. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming to this video. And he has another one. Oh. Oh. Okay. I outspeed. I don't kill it. Wow. Okay. Uh, but yeah. Okay. I did not realize he had another one. Yeah. I was pretty much surprised. Okay. So yeah, this is my Terrafly set. I highly recommend you play it. I know we only really got to see one game of it, but we also got to see what not to use Terrafly in. I believe the other item you can play. I'm gonna go ahead and show it on stream. The other item you can play for Terrafly is I'm gonna go ahead and say the Drain Orb, because it'll drain more health with Paradisize, and I feel like that's a very viable option for it. But I feel Power Cuffs is just solid because like once you get that fever boost, you obviously want to be able to use your other moves for coverage, like Venom Chomp against water types, Wing Slap against other bug types, like I did to that Garbantus. Although Terrafly probably isn't the best against Garbantus, so you normally want to swap out on that. Other than that, it's a pretty solid build. I will go ahead and say, from my experience, Terrafly can live hits from Hember. So, if I had to recommend another item other than like extra damaging items, I would probably recommend Heavy Armor, just because so that you can tank more ice moves like Chili Chomp, Hember hits as a physical attacker. I feel like that'd be very viable. Don't stay in against Cephalops unless you outspeed, which you will majority of the time. And I think that's about it, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end off this video here. Thank you guys for coming and watching this PvP Terrafly video. And this is going to be the first of a PvP episode series. I enjoy making these videos like Jamie, and I run a lot of different sets. So I'll see you guys next time.